The fascinating history of the White House. It's the most famous address in America, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, a symbol of power, history, and democracy. But have you ever wondered how the White House came to be, who designed it, which presidents left their mark, and what secrets lie within its walls? From its fiery beginnings to its modern-day role, the White House has witnessed wars, scandals, and triumphs. Today we're diving into its incredible past, how it was built, the dramatic moments that shaped it, and why it remains one of the most iconic buildings in the world. Stick around, because this story is anything but boring. Our story begins in 1790, when President George Washington signed the Residence Act, declaring that a new capital city would be built along the Potomac River. But here's the catch: there was no White House yet. A design competition was held, and Irish-born architect James Hoban won with his grand neoclassical vision, inspired by an Irish mansion called Leinster House. Construction started in 1792, but it wasn't smooth sailing. Enslaved African Americans, European immigrants, and skilled craftsmen worked for 8 long years, battling harsh weather and material shortages. Finally, in 1800, President John Adams became the first to move in, even though the place was barely finished. Fun fact: Adams famously wrote a letter to his wife, Abigail, blessing the house with a prayer. Little did he know this building would survive wars, fires, and even a few ghost stories. Fast forward to 1814. America was at war with Britain, and disaster struck. British troops marched on Washington, setting fire to the Capitol, and then they came for the president's house. First Lady Dolly Madison famously refused to leave without saving priceless treasures, including a portrait of George Washington. The British torched the building, leaving only its stone walls standing. Some say the storm that followed helped put out the flames, almost like destiny saving the future of the White House. After the war, James Hoban returned to rebuild it, adding the iconic white-painted sandstone that gave it its name, the White House. Over the next 2 centuries, the White House grew, both in size and in legend. President Theodore Roosevelt added the West Wing in 1902 because his 6 kids were too loud in the main house. Later, President Truman saved it from collapse by gutting and rebuilding its interior with steel beams. And let's not forget Jackie Kennedy. She transformed the White House into a living museum of American history, restoring its grandeur and even giving the first televised tour in 1962. Each president left their mark, whether it was FDR's wheelchair-accessible ramps or Obama's basketball court. Now let's talk about the spooky side of the White House. Because yes, it might be haunted. Staff and visitors have reported seeing Abraham Lincoln's ghost, especially during times of crisis. Winston Churchill even claimed he saw Lincoln's spirit after stepping out of a bath. Then there's the mysterious demon cat, a ghostly feline said to appear before national disasters. And don't get me started on the hidden tunnels and secret passages used by presidents during emergencies. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the White House is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Today, the White House isn't just a home, it's a global stage. It hosts world leaders, state dinners, and historic decisions that shape our world. With 132 rooms, 35 bathrooms, and even its own movie theater, it's a fortress, a museum, and a family home all in one. And while security is tighter than ever, the White House remains a symbol of democracy, open to the people through tours and virtual visits. From its humble beginnings to its place in history, the White House stands as a testament to resilience, leadership, and the American story. So, what's your favorite White House fact? Have you ever visited? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our next adventure into the past. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.